Good morning, everybody. It's John Fangman, your Senior Medical Director for Ambulatory at Frederick Medical College. And we're here today to talk about successful elements of a video visit. We're going to do this one from the perspective of an encounter with an individual patient. And you may ask, why the heck am I wearing a mask? Well, one of the things that I think it's important to acknowledge is we're in a different time. And part of the reason we're doing this is to keep people safe while doing the care, both the clinicians and care teams, but also the patients. And I've been starting my visits weirdly with a mask on because I want people to see what I'm looking like when they come in to see me, because I want some of them to come in to see me, but I want to emphasize to them that I'm safe. I also want to emphasize the ridiculousness of this. As you can see, as I sit here talking, my glasses are fogging up. So I like to say, this is what you're going to see when you come in to see me, and this is why you're glad we're doing it by video, because you can see my face when we do it this way. Because you want this video experience to be something that connects you to the person. You want to project empathy. You want to project that you're caring for them, because this video technology can be distancing. It can also be very, very connective. I've been really struck as I do more video visits about what a privilege it is to be invited into somebody's home and to see that. And you've seen that with our colleagues, seeing their home environments where they're working. I'm also seeing that with patients. And there's an element of this that's very personal in a way that people aren't used to. And so we should acknowledge that by emphasizing the safety and confidentiality of the visit, trying to understand the environment in ways that honor that connection, that new kind of connection, and also making sure that the technical aspects of the conversation are working. So in addition to starting out with a greeting, and as you oftentimes would, something that sort of emphasizes your humanity as you interact with the person, remember to check to make sure they can see and hear you. It's pretty obvious when the video is not working or the sound is terrible, but make sure if it's working for you that it's working for them as well, and problem solve. And sometimes, quite frankly, switch to a different tool or a phone, because really the important thing is about connection, and the technology should be supportive of that. Ideally, video is better than a telephone conversation, but if the video and the telephone is disruptive all the time, you have to reconsider. So it is, at the beginning here, a dynamic process which starts with affirming that the person can hear you and that they're empowered to say there's a problem with what's going on, so that we can work on that. The other thing about video visits that's really, I think, potentially great is thinking about how we prepare for them. What makes a good experience is really dependent on the agenda that the person brings to that. It's not just about the connection, but it's about driving value for that experience with the patient. What are the things the person wants to get? And what are the things that you can provide through that format? I've been struck in doing video visits that there are things that I don't always get to. Preventative care, family history, social documentation, that this format necessarily allows for more time because I can't touch the person the same way I could before. But think about some of those aspects that will drive long-term value associated with the care. And then really try and work on a conversation, not just a lecture, and work on an interactive conversation. So take time to pause, take time to listen, take time to reflect back that you understand what someone's saying, because all those nonverbal cues that we give to our patients when we're talking with them in the exam room are not as easily made. So sometimes it feels a little awkward, but be a little bit more demonstrative that you're really understanding and connecting with the person. As you're winding down, it's a great moment to offer up what we don't always offer up when it's in person and we're late and running behind, which is the opportunity to bring additional items up and ask to make sure that the person's gotten value out of this. Right now in this time when we're trying to understand how to value from a payment perspective what a video visit is, it's really important that we try and understand what makes it valuable to a patient moving forward. So what is their sense of what we were talking about? What was their sense of the shared agenda? And then, finally, the end of visit, your information's in a after visit summary. It's available to you. Emphasizing the utility of these new tools for interacting, like MyChart and the patient portals. And then, as always, end with a thank you and a comment about when we're gonna see each other again and what we'll work on in between. So a couple of unsolicited comments from me to you all on how to make a great video visit. Look forward to learning from you about your special tips and look forward to driving real value in healthcare using video moving forward. Thanks.